Hello, everyone. This is William from Montreal. It's a pleasure to have you guys being in this Go Live today, joining me wherever you're watching from, whether you're watching from North America here, you're welcome. In Africa, Asia, South America, even Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, you're all welcome. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to be here with us in this Go Live. Today, we're having a guest that will be coming on shortly. But before that, I'd like to let you know that I am a business owner and a mentor. What I do is that I help people who are looking to start and run a legitimate online business. And I mean, if you're looking to pay off debts, or you're looking to, have more time with family, or probably saving up for retirement and you don't know how to do it, well, you're in the right place. And today we're going to be presenting to you the possibility to work online with a legitimate company. We are business owners, like you're going to hear from our guest today. And I just want to say that all you need to do is you need to enter in your name and email address in the link, which I'm going to be placing in this post. And then you start your journey to becoming a digital online business owner. So today, without further ado, fly with me to Yes, today we are in Ontario and we are with Tiana. How you doing, Tiana?
Hi, everyone. Hi, William. Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, great. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for being here today with us in this Go Live. We
You're
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Very
Great.
happy to be here.
Awesome. Can you introduce yourself to our listeners so they know who they are, having today in their guest as a
Sure.
guest?
Absolutely. So, my name is Tiana Donalds. I am a wife, a mother of three. I am currently residing in Markham, Ontario, Canada. I am a former healthcare worker. So, I was working as a medical administrative assistant as well as a healthcare aide. And now I am a digital business owner, a CEO, and a mentor and coach within our community.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Actually, I wanted to ask you this question. It's just a side question. How did you cope with having two jobs? Because that's one of the things you sent me in the bio. How did
Yeah,
you do it?
it was a lot, but then again, like with both of them, I considered them part-time, right? So for one of them would be like 20 hours, and then the other one would be 20, sometimes maybe 18 or 15 hours, depending
Wow.
if yeah. So it was okay. It was kind of like juggling one, but just kind of having like to have two different like separate environments going into like, different days was kind of it was different because you have to adapt to two different areas, right? So
Yeah,
two
yeah.
different positions. So that was more of like a challenge than kind of like, the two jobs.
Great, great. And that comes to the first question, which is, what's the story behind you, looking for an online business?
I wanted more time, of course. I mean, we all want more time. More, finances available to us. But for me, I was on maternity leave with my third baby. And I just thought, like, I really don't want to go back to work. I want to be able to raise my children, watch my two older kids bond with their baby sister. And I know how fast that whole year of maternity leave can go by. It's like gone
Yeah,
with it, like 1 year is gone, a blink of an eye, and it's gone. So I knew that I didn't have much time to spend with my newborn, and she was going to be 1 years old, just like my other two. Right after they turned one, I was back to work. So it was like, do I really want to go through that again? So I did keep my options open. I didn't really know quite what I was looking for. But I somehow found it. It came to me. It found me, and I was so eager, and I was just willing to learn that I jumped into this, and I just kind of wanted to see what it was really about. So that's my story behind it. I just kind of I wanted more. I wanted to be there for my kids on a regular basis, even if that meant cutting out one of my part-time jobs and just keeping one of them. That would be okay as long as I had more time at home. I didn't want someone else raising my children, or our children, my husband and I.
yeah.
We didn't want someone else to be raising them for that period of their life that's so important. Like it was so
Yeah,
hard to have to be away from my two older kids and throwing them in daycare and not knowing what was going on a regular basis. Like you have someone else taking care of them, you really don't know. You don't get to see
that's
their
true.
milestones, but
That's
from
true.
like, for an 8 hours a day, right? Like it's crazy. So I
That's
missed
true.
out on a lot. Yeah.
That's true. Awesome. Awesome. And that leads me to the second question, which is, why this particular business? What drew you to this business? Why not other kind of business?
I've tried other things in the past. I've sold products for companies. I won't name any names, but yeah, I've sold products for different companies. And like I would be given a starter kit, like maybe like $100 starter kit. And then I'm pretty much just left on my own. I didn't really have any guidance. I didn't have a community that was there for me. With 24/7 support, I didn't have really like a mentor there to kind of show me how to sell these products that were right in front of me. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just like, okay, what do I do now? I was left on my own with nothing, right? It's just like, so with this business, oh my gosh, like the community is incredible. I mean, we're growing every single day.
Yeah.
We're at what, over 93,000 members worldwide, and we have so much support. Like I knew right then and there when I seen this business option, when it came to me, I knew that the person who was going to be my mentor, I knew that she was going to be there for me. Even though she was like in Winnipeg, I knew that, and I'm in, Ontario, I knew that I would have that support, not just from her, but from our community, the worldwide community, and also the training. We have training that is user friendly, video based. It's very thorough, so anybody can do this from any walk of life. That's one thing that I love, right? And I didn't have any prior business background or anything like that. Coming from the healthcare field, I had no idea how to run a business, and everything was there laid out for you step by step. So yeah, that was kind of why I chose this business, rather than jumping into anything else, because of that support factor. Having support is so important. It's very essential to
Yes.
have
Yes.
support all the way through, especially when building a business. Because I mean, without that support and without that guidance, yes, the training is there, but of course you're going to have questions, right? With anything
Yeah.
new, you're going to have questions. And if you don't have anybody to go to who's like, an expert and who knows what they're talking about, then I mean, how are you going to really succeed? How are you going to find that motivation and that inspiration? I mean, I have a why that's really, really strong, but the community, they inspire me. Everybody in our community inspires me. And I had all the support that I needed. Support is very, very important.
Yeah. Well said. Because even myself, when I was trying to do an MLM business online, once, like you said, you get your starter kit and that's it. There's no support. If you need help, you send an email and God help you if they reply within 24 hours. So
Yeah.
these are the kinds of things I was looking for. That's why I was kind of like shelving for a very long time going, to do business online. But immediately I saw this one and I saw the potential and the support and everything that it offers. I jumped in right away. it didn't
Definitely.
take it didn't take me weeks and weeks. I jumped in right away because I
And another,
knew. Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Another thing I wanted to add, William, I'm so sorry for cutting you. I thought you were done.
No problem. No
Sorry.
problem.
I talk so
No
much,
problem.
but I wanted to also add that I didn't like selling, and that wasn't something that I was comfortable doing. Having to bother family and friends with this business,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's automated, right? A majority of it
That's
is
true.
automated, and you really have to put in about 2 hours of your time into it in order to have that system working for you and producing the results that everybody wants, that we all want. So really putting in 2 hours of my time, instead of putting several hours a day trying to hunt people down and trying to sell things
Yeah.
to people, going to farmers market conventions. I set up my vendors table. I would have to pay for that, and I would set up all my products, all their products on the table,
Yeah.
trying to sell it, right? It just was a lot of, it was time consuming.
That's true.
um,
That's true.
and yeah, so that's another reason why I decided to do this, because I've noticed that I'm spending so much more time during the days with my family, with my kids, And even when I'm doing my business, my kids are still right in front of me. They need me.
Yeah.
I can pause what I'm doing and I can tend to them. So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That leads me to my third question, which is there a qualification to doing this online business?
Oh my gosh, absolutely not. This business, this system has been built by experts, but designed specifically for people who are just everyday people. You're, just with no business experience, no business background, nothing like that, from all different walks of life. So it's really designed for anybody wanting a change in their life who wants to jump into the online space and start their own business with all of the pre-built tools and systems in place in order for you to launch a successful business. So all of that stuff that you would need to put in place with starting a business, all of that is already done for you in the back end. All that technical stuff, that is all done for you. You don't have to worry about anything, right? So
Yeah.
no, you don't need any experience coming into this. I mean, you have a training platform that's built for people in elementary school, and even, my grandma could do it. So it's like, this is any walk of life, any
Yeah.
age group, right? Of course, like
That's
18
true.
and up. But I mean,
Yeah.
anybody could do this business, right? It's that easy. It just takes patience, consistency, coachability. You have to be coachable coming into to start your business, because you have to be there to listen when you're being given advice on how to be successful in your business. So
Yeah.
being coachable, being patient is so important, and that consistency factor, you need to have it, right? Nothing happens overnight. So
That's
I
true.
mean, you really gotta stay focused. But other than that, this is such a fun business. It's so enjoyable. You just have to have patience. So no, you do not need to have any specific qualifications. Only just the being coachable and willing to put in the work.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And that reminds me, today we're going to be having the free online workshop for those who are watching. I mean, if you're thinking of joining this business, I'm going to put the link in this post. You just need to contact us and see if this business is, something you'd like to do. We are in it, and we are testifying how good this business is changing our lives and so many lives in our community. So you just need to, sign up, enter in your name and email address, and watch the free online workshop. It's going to be held in less than 2 hours from now. Just see if this is something that you want to do, if it is right for you. If it's right for you, I congratulate you, because you're getting into something greater than yourself, and definitely you're not going to regret it.
Yeah, you will
And I
not regret
come,
it.
yeah,
Reach out to William. He's your guy. You gotta reach out to him, get registered, and you will not regret joining us for this incredible information session. You're gonna hear testimonies from other business owners in the community who've seen
yeah.
success. You're gonna get basic information on our business model. So yes.
Awesome, awesome. And we have a few people watching. We have Angela and we have Imera, and they are saying, "I love watching this show. Nice entry, and so on."
It really is. I loved it.
Thanks, guys, for being here with us today. And I come to my fourth question, which is, what would you advise someone who is trying to join this online business?
Do your research. Please don't assume. I have a lot of people coming to me like, oh, it's I don't want to say the word, but it's a SCAM, or it's a M.
Yeah,
No, we don't do that, guys. This is nothing like
yeah,
this. This is a very unique system that's
yeah.
built a certain way. It's nothing to do with, somebody at the top is earning the most while you're at the bottom, collecting those tiny commissions or something like that. Like, that's not what this is. This is a lot bigger than that.
That's
This
good.
is starting your own business. I've incorporated my business with the government of Canada. I'm certified. My business
Awesome.
is a separate legal entity. So, I mean, you can incorporate. This is your business, right?
Yeah,
We have tax slips that go out every year. So this is legitimate. This is nothing
yeah,
like that. So yeah, what I recommend you to do if you are interested in looking into this, like I said, do your research, reach out to William, watch the webinar. The webinar is always the first step. You have to watch that webinar in order to kind of make a decision to sign up and to ask William more questions, because that information session is key. You have to do your research with everything and get all the details first, and then, just don't assume, because when we assume, if I assumed what this was, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be a job quitter. Like, it's just an incredible feeling, right? So please do your research, and give it a chance, because again, there's no obligations. Even if you do decide to
Yeah.
move forward, it's kind of like paying for a business course, right? You're learning more, you're finding out about what this is, and there's no obligations at all. So if it's not for you, it's not for you, and you're not
Yeah.
being held, you're not losing anything, you're gaining, right? So
Definitely. Definitely. Perfect. Perfectly said. And I come to my final question, which is, what country is next on your bucket list to
you
go on
know
vacation?
what William? I'll be so honest with you right now. So before this whole world health crisis came about, that's when I obviously started the business back in June 2019. And when I started to see success in the business, I'm like, yes, yes, we can finally plan our first family vacation out of the country.
Nice.
I've never been on a plane. From my recognition, when I was younger, yes, but
Wow.
I cannot recall visiting, my home, like my where my dad's from, which is Jamaica. So that would actually be the first place I would want to go, and that was actually where we were planning on going before this all happened. I was really
Oh,
upset because starting an online business, it really gave me that freedom and that privilege to be able to book a vacation literally whenever I want, because I can take this business on the go, grab my laptop,
yeah.
grab my phone, and I'm
That's
gone.
true.
Right.
That's
So
true.
I had the funds to be able to book a vacation for my family. And unfortunately, like this
Yeah.
whole issue that we're dealing with worldwide happened. So we weren't able to book it. But that will be my first place, is visiting my dad's country, which is Jamaica.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
and then next would be Italy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's the beauty of this business. Like you say, you can take it with you anywhere you are in the
Yep.
world, whether you're
Oh, yeah.
in, Caribbean, you're in Europe, Asia, South
Yes.
America, it goes with you. It goes with you. That's
Definitely.
something I really love about this business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys want to watch that webinar tonight, don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's such an inspiring webinar. If this doesn't inspire you enough, go check out the webinar. Okay. And
Yeah.
so, William has his website here. Check it out. And he's always here to support anybody who's willing to get started.
Awesome. Awesome. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for coming with me on this Go Live. I know you're a busy coach and a mentor. I appreciate your time. And hopefully, we're going to catch up probably a year time to see how things are going.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for
Definitely.
having me, William. Thank you for everybody tuned in, and God bless you all.
Thanks. Take care.
Take
Bye for
care. Bye
now.
bye.
Bye. Yes, that's my wonderful guest for today. Like she rightly said, you just need to check out the webinar. That's all it takes. In actual fact, that's what everybody goes through first before they come into this business. You enter your name and the email address to the website, and then you watch the webinar. In that webinar, it's not an ordinary webinar. It's a special webinar because there are two parts. The first part is they tell you what the business is all about, like an overview. And the second part is where you hear real people that are making real result or getting real results in this business. I mean, that's what I watched and I got blown away. And I got into the business right away because I saw people making, good living in this through this business. Like the coach I came through, into this business, she retired at the age of 33 and she paid off her student loan with this same business. You know, when I heard it, I couldn't believe it until I saw it with my own eyes. And when I joined the community, oh, it was it was a different level. So if you're thinking of joining this business, go ahead. The link is there. I'm going to put it on the post, and check out first of all the webinar, and then you decide for yourself, make an educated decision, like she rightly said. Make your research. You know, look around and see, is there any business like this that we are proposing to you? And if you decide to join us, you know, you're making a good decision, because this business will not only change your life, in countless ways, like it's changing multiple lives in this community of over 93,000 people. It's going to do the same for you. And it's not just the finance aspect, the financial aspect, is the psychological aspect, is the emotional aspect. There are so many things. Even we have a book club in this business. you know what more can you get in this business, together with the training, the coaching, and the automation? That is the icing in the cake. You don't need to bother friends, family, or whatever. Everything runs in the background while you're doing your 9 to 5, or you're taking care of your kids, or probably you've retired or whatever. This business runs for you. It works for you. You don't work for the business works for you. That's the beauty of this business that we're proposing to you. So I want to say thank you for taking the time to be here today to watch this wonderful guest that we had. And next week, we're going to continue with the show. So I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to watch this go live. And